All right, boys, we need to lock in.
Yep, let's go. It's getting late. Let's go.
Somebody falling apart
All right.
at the seams here.
My brother is crumbling. My other brother is fiddling.
I'm a fiddler.
Roll it.
Yo.
Welcome back to the Barely Afloat Pod.
Welcome
Hope
back.
you have been floating through your week.
Hi, babies.
Hello.
I missed you
I
guys.
didn't like that with the clapping
Another-
under the table. Hi, babies.
Me.
I didn't like that.
Another day with the float.
Oh, gentlemen, it's a pleasure to be here this evening.
Thank you.
It's a pleasure to have you on.
Oh, thank you.
Special
of course.
guest, Devon.
Special guest, Devon. Devon is hosting for special guest, Devon.
Oh,
Can you stop
Debbie
fiddling
host.
with the Rubik's Cube already?
Can you hear it?
Yes, put
Yeah.
it back.
Not only can we hear it, but you're going to be distracted.
The whole time.
I know how your brain
Yes.
works.
Do I have to take it away from you?
No.
Do I have to take it up the butt cheek?
No.
Okay.
Damn it, we're already starting with that gay stuff.
He brings it back every time.
All right, gentlemen. It's been 1 week since we've spoken, obviously.
Yeah, we don't talk outside of the podcast.
No, we save it all for the podcast. Jolie, how was your week, brother?
We celebrated Valentine's Day.
We did indeed.
I got drunk with a couple friends.
There you go.
It was
Hooray.
easy.
Happy
And,
Valentine's Day.
Yeah, happy
Valen-
Valentine's Day to y'all.
Valen Boys Day.
Whoa,
It was
Valentine's Day. Palantine.
It was Valamen Day.
Oh,
Wow, Valaman.
Valium?
Valamen.
Mm.
Valamen's Day.
There's hella Valamen
A
here.
voluminous day.
Yeah, it was fun.
Nice.
I didn't do much other than that.
Nothing wrong with that.
Drank way too much as usual,
Mm-hmm.
but it was okay. I had
That's
fun.
nice.
You
That's
guys, what'd
nice,
you
man.
gotta do for Valentine's?
What'd you do, big dog?
Made dinner.
Made dinner.
Yep, made some dinner. Watched some Ted Lasso.
Football.
Whoa.
Yeah, pretty good.
Buy
what
your
else?
lady some flowers.
Yeah, but that's come on, that's standard operating procedure.
I
That's an
had to make
SOP.
sure.
What else did I do this week? Been busy. Been busy.
You do anything Sunday?
I did. What did I do on Sunday?
Oh, we worked together Saturday.
Yes, we worked together Saturday.
Had
we
a
worked
good
out
workout.
together on Saturday.
1,000-pound club.
Yeah, but we don't need to discuss the intricacies of
Big
that
Tyler, 1,000-pound.
until I hit 2 million pounds.
Whoa.
Yeah.
It's a little
Heavy
too much.
lift.
Yeah, then
big
we can talk
setup.
about it.
That's a little too much.
But I did something on Sunday.
Okay.
Oh, I watched the last episode of The Night of the Seven Kingdoms. There's one more coming out, but this was incredible.
I saw something on Instagram about it being one of the top 5 episodes of Game of Thrones.
God, it's so good.
That was the last one already.
No, there's one more.
Oh.
One more coming out on
Are you
Sunday.
saying like the last
Yeah,
one?
the most recent one, and it was so good. By the time this is out, the last episode will be out, and that's very exciting.
What is that? 6 episodes?
Yeah, 6 episodes are like
That's
30
fast.
minutes each.
Oh, it's
Pretty
pretty
good.
quick.
Yeah, you can once it's all out, you should watch it all
I could do that in a day.
because you can, and you probably will.
Yeah, no, I know how I am.
It's so good.
I'll fly through that.
Nice, brother.
That's
Yeah.
some of my favorite scenes in television.
Did the penis come back?
No, the penis is gone.
No, that was
Penis
just the
is
first
gone.
episode shocker.
Second episode shocker.
Oh, second episode shocker.
First episode shocker was live pooping on camera.
Live shit. Huh?
Lexi, could you hit a poop button?
Someone cursed first, and it wasn't me this time.
You turn the sound down, Lexi.
Gosh.
There you go. Ain't
Bomb dropped.
Whoa, that's pretty good. I didn't know we had that sound.
Yes, we do.
Oh,
That's
man.
pretty badass.
And Devin, how was your week?
My week was good. Valentine's Day, spent a little under $200 on flowers because I have to buy flowers for multiple people.
Yeah, hella girlfriends.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah,
Took
He's like
Tina
Bad
out to
Bunny.
dinner. That was nice.
nice.
Sunday took Tina and Scarlett out to the outlets. Bought them each a couple of things. Bought some Starbucks for them. Scarlett ate a cake pop. That was nice. Today is my wife's birthday.
Happy birthday.
Did some things. Just bought dinner for the
Girl.
entire family. That was
That's-
a quick $350.
Yup,
Nothing
this
wrong
guy's
with
got
that.
no money
Tree
left.
fitty.
This guy ain't got no money left.
Nothing wrong. Yo, Valentine's Day and my wife's birthday within 3 days is pretty fucked up.
They pumped him.
There's
and
another
dumped him.
curse. 2 curses in.
Hey, Joel got one in. I figure I could get one in too.
That's all right. Devin smoked that turkey.
Yep.
What does that mean?
Indeed, I did. Indeed, I did. As you guys know, I like to talk about music a little bit. Any new music for either of you this week?
I found this artist, Tiffany Day. She's pretty good.
That's a cool name. What kind of music she be making?
She sings and does electric music.
Oh,
Ish.
electric music.
Pretty good.
There you go.
It's like that kind of stuff.
A little lighter.
Oh, it's like.
I don't know if it's like that. I don't think you're gonna guess this.
I
beats.
could guess it right here.
Yeah, let's see.
Go ahead.
That's actually pretty good, I think.
You know, it was way off, but I liked it.
It was actually
You liked
pretty good.
it, huh?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was
I
actually
think-
pretty
I think
good.
we could. Can I hear it like another couple times, please?
The same exact thing.
Just
Yeah,
something
go for
similar. We could run that up. We could, and then,
Wait,
then we
wait,
could
wait.
throw a little.
You know
like,
what?
bass
I
in
don't.
it.
I think I need to hear.
Yeah.
It's getting worse. I'll tell you that much. It is getting worse. Just one more time.
Don't let him
If
do it.
If there's
Don't
one
let
thing
him
this
do
podcast needs right now, it's one more of the. I'm just don't please please
Don't
don't please
do
don't
it.
please don't.
I thought it wasn't bad.
It was
No,
good
it
up
was
until
great.
round 3.
Tyler, any music for you, brother?
A band Hot Mulligan.
Hot Mulligan.
Yeah, they're pretty good.
All right.
They like golf.
Yeah, Mulligan's a do-over, so hot do-over.
Yeah, it's a hot do-over.
There you go. Sometimes that's what you need.
Yeah, they're pretty good. The song "Backyard" by them is very good.
Ooh.
Spelled all zesty.
Spelled zesty?
Yeah, there's like it's like no vowels in it.
Street. Spelled street.
Straight consonants.
Consonants.
So
Yeah.
BCKYRD.
Yeah,
They include the
yeah,
Y.
back-
They've made the determination
Nice.
that Y is a consonant, huh?
Yep.
Wow.
They decided for everybody.
That's pretty good. We needed somebody to step up.
Exactly.
Well, if it wasn't for the Y, it wouldn't make much sense.
Yeah.
Would it?
No, it'd be Beckard.
Bickard.
Beckard.
Packard. Actually, you probably shouldn't say that. Sounds like
It sounds
fellow-
really bad.
Kind of sounds racist.
Those goddamn Bickards. Today with 8, and all of a sudden it's really bad.
You can say anything with hate is pretty bad.
Yeah, and then also finally getting a little bit onto Devon's wavelength with some jazz. but I'm very particular.
Who have you listened to so far?
Miles Davis and Charlie Parker. Very obviously
I
two
love
very
Miles
popular
Davis.
names.
I love
So
Miles Davis.
they're the ones that they go like.
Wow.
It's like
we
that.
might got something, bro. This guy's kind of fucking goated.
Sound like a trumpet. a little
That-
bit.
like,
What the hell?
That's kind of like what it sounds like. Those
We're
ones.
all unlocking talents today.
Yeah. Joel, let me get your talent unlocked.
didn't
Stop playing with the Rubik's
Put it
Cube.
down, brother.
My-
Put it down.
My
Stop
talent.
playing with the Rubik's Cube.
My talent is ADHD max.
Yeah, stop ADHD maxing, bro.
Tyler, skirt that little thing away from him.
Oh,
He's too
man.
fast. He's too fast.
Have you listened to any music, Devon?
Smooth from the producer.
Good move. Good move.
Yeah, I have.
That was so loud in my ears.
You've ruined me.
I've been listening to a Latin jazz artist that our Uncle Chris recommended to me. Her name is Bebel Gilberto. She's the
that
daughter.
real?
She's the daughter of a jazz artist I love, Mr. Gilberto. I think his first name is Stan Gilberto, maybe. She's
Mr..
pretty good. Yeah, I know it's Gilberto.
Mr.
No, I think it's Stan. Yeah, but she's pretty good. She's like a little bit more upbeat than what I'm normally into. But I want to listen to music he likes so we can talk about it because we're in like
Yeah.
kind of the same vein.
I like that out of you. That's
Thank
nice.
you, big dog.
That's nice. I love that.
You're
I love
always
that.
supporting.
Yeah,
the
that's
fam
great.
A little bit.
That's great. Did you guys know I have a new relationship with a worker at Chick-fil-A?
I did not know that.
I
How's
know.
that
He's
going?
basically like my friend.
Wow.
Yeah.
How
I-
often you
What's
going
his-
to Chick-fil-A?
Hey,
like once a
wait,
week.
What's his name?
We'll get into that.
You giving him a shout out?
So every time I go there about once a week. I stop there on
Okay.
Tuesdays. I'm away to class,
All right.
and I get like some grilled chicken and such.
Nice.
So they got some of that over there. And every time he's like, "Can I get a name for the order?" I tell him Tyler. He goes, "Well, hello there, Mr. Tyler. Hope you're having a
Oh.
great day. What can I get for you?"
Oh, they're so
Right?
polite.
And I'm
over
talking to
there,
him
ain't
like,
they?
"Mr. Sir, I hope you're having a
Sir.
great day as well."
Why didn't you
polite
ask
of
his name yet?
Oh man, come on! I can't ask his name.
Yeah, you
Yes,
can. Say, hey,
Oh,
brother,
man.
what's your name?
And he was like,
He asks your
like,
name, like,
"That's
every
it?
day."
That's it for the order. I was like, that completes it, sir. You're the best.
Oh, he likes you.
Yeah.
Mr.
And you
Sir.
like him.
And then he's like, all right, this is your total head on out. I'm like, thank you so much, sir. I'll see you at the
Pretty good.
window. Me and him
Pretty
have a
good.
nice little relationship going.
You guys are tight. For
I'll get
real.
his name.
Wait,
What
you think he's around your age?
No.
Older?
A little older for sure.
What does he think about the Epstein files?
You know what?
That's
He
coming
never
up.
rings me up. I don't know what he looks like. I just hear his voice.
Oh.
He's an enigma.
You could just ask him. I've been asking everybody about the Epstein file. I'll be asking my clients about the Epstein files.
Before I order, what's
What
your
do you-
opinions
what do
on
you
the
think about
Epstein
that?
files?
I'll be training somebody. It's just like a bit of a lull, and I'll be like, "You seen those Epstein files?"
Yeah.
There are no lulls in my sessions.
Yo, what?
Yeah, ask him about the pizza.
I've asked. Depending on who you talk to, you get a wildly different answer, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
this is a perfect segue right into what we're talking about today.
Oh, yeah, today is a conspiracy theory episode. Tyler, you've done a conspiracy theory episode before.
Hooray!
Hooray! This one, as a fair warning to anybody listening, I've picked some relatively controversial and problematic conspiracy theories. And of course, we're not professionals, so there's a chance that maybe we say the wrong thing here and there. And just extend a little bit of leniency to us, please, because we're trying our best.
I've been told there's a chance we're being demonetized for sure.
Yeah, based on the things that I picked out, I think we're not going to be able to monetize this episode. But luckily, we haven't been able to monetize any episodes yet.
Yep,
Yeah.
you
So
can
it's
get
not
your Barely
gonna be-
Afloat
It's not like it
mugs.
matters.
Get Barely Afloat mugs at the barelyafloatpod.com.
Don't put that out there. We do
don't
not
have a
have any
website.
mugs yet. If you give us money for mugs, we can't give you any.
We don't have a website. What we
No.
could do is put Joel's Venmo in the bio.
Yeah.
And I could make one for you.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
We
For
could- we could
$50,
start-
you get a mug.
We can make a cryptocurrency.
No, we
Barely-
can't make
barely
a
coin.
cryptocurrency. I like you guys, but I don't want to make a cryptocurrency.
We can
Oh,
make a
man.
Barely Afloat coin.
All right.
Yeah.
Let me pull up what we got here today. I'll give you a quick run through of the conspiracies we're talking about. Okay. We have the QAnon conspiracy to talk about. We have the Pizzagate conspiracy to talk about. We have the Jews did 9/11 conspiracy to talk
We've discussed that one a little bit.
about. We're going pretty in depth here. We have the Sandy Hook crisis actors conspiracy theory to talk about. We have the Plandemic conspiracy theory to talk about. Are we going to get through all these? I'm not sure, but I got 6 prepared. Last one is the Great Replacement Theory conspiracy.
This
So
guy's been Epstein maxing.
I have been diving deep into the Epstein files. And at the end of all of these, I have like a little tidbit where it's like, this is how it relates to today and things that are going on, if it's changed at all.
Nice.
All
I
right.
like it.
Feel free to interrupt me with thoughts, opinions on any of these. I have a decent amount written down, and I don't want it to just be like, hey, I'm going to read this. So feel free. If you got something to say, feel
Try
free to
my
say it.
best.
Oh, I like that sweatshirt.
Thank you. It's actually made from Scarlett's like onesies from when she was a baby.
Oh,
Nice.
This green one was my favorite one. Thank you.
That's
Very
so
sweet.
Genius.
Wow,
Brilliant.
and I'm just in a quarter zip.
Yep, but a nice one.
I'm in a hoodie.
Yeah.
Right. All right. We're going to start with the QAnon conspiracy. So this is the conspiracy that turned a large swath of the internet into a cult. So I have, I'll just start reading. Imagine a message board post with no name and no credentials, just a single anonymous post claiming to be a government insider with the highest level of security clearance, leaking secrets the world wasn't ready to hear. Now, imagine millions of people spending years treating that post and thousands more that followed like a scripture.
That was on 4chan?
It started on 4chan. Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
So
Yeah,
it
that's
started
Things
on-
about 4chan.
I mean, 4chan's got some wild shit. It's a completely anonymous website similar to Reddit, but way more anonymous and basically sketchy. It started on October 28th, 2017 on 4chan, one of the internet's most anonymous, chaotic corners. A user calling themselves Q claimed there was a global cabal of elites, including politicians, celebrities, billionaires, secretly running a child trafficking network and controlling governments from the shadows. And Q was going to expose them all. A great reckoning called The Storm was coming, which was going to include mass arrests, public trials, and everything would be
This
revealed.
sounds a lot like the Epstein files.
It does indeed, right? It's there's a recent rumor that Q himself was Jeffrey
Epstein.
Epstein
That's what I was
playing
thinking.
around a
Yeah.
little bit, but we'll get into that in a moment. Here's what made QAnon different from every conspiracy theory that came before it. Q didn't give answers. Q more often gave riddles, which are cryptic, symbolic, and open-ended drops that followers, who would call themselves anons, would spend hours, sometimes days, decoding together. Thinking of it as an alternate reality game where the prize was the truth about the secret rulers of the world. Understand?
Mm-hmm.
It was participatory, and in that sense, it was more addictive than other conspiracy theories of the time. Followers would make maps, timelines, symbol libraries, and numerology charts. They felt like investigators, and inside they began to feel like heroes. And when Q's predictions failed or the promised mass arrests never came, rather than walking away, believers would double down. Failed prophecies were reinterpreted as misdirection, part of the plan. The conspiracy had become unfalsifiable, and more importantly, it had become identity. To leave QAnon wasn't really changing your mind. It was more losing your community, your purpose, and your sense of moral mission. So it became really closely tied to personal identity.
Mm.
The movement bled from the screens into the streets. It inspired harassment campaigns, armed confrontations, political candidates, and most visibly, significant participation in the January 6, 2021 attack on the U.S. Capitol.
Yes.
What's up?
I was gonna ask if there were examples, and then you gave one. So I
There's a
just look
couple.
like now I just like a real freaking idiot.
Yeah.
QAnon had become so
Yeah.
popular, it began swallowing dozens.
I look like an idiot. Yeah,
Just a
this
little
guy.
bit.
QAnon became so popular, it began incorporating and swallowing dozens of other conspiracies, including anti-vax conspiracies, flat Earth, JFK Jr. sightings, all becoming less of a single theory and more of a framework through which believers processed all of reality. What made it so potent wasn't any one claim, it was the architecture. QAnon turned belief into a game, and the game turned believers into soldiers. Do you guys know anybody that was QAnon or was into that kind of thing?
I knew people that knew of it.
I knew people that knew of it too.
I didn't really know people that dove super into it like that, but I knew people who believed in it.
When it was popping off, how much did you guys know about it? Because I knew a lot about it.
I remember
at the
hearing
time.
about it a ton, and
Mhm.
I remember a lot of people I know making fun of it
Yeah.
and making fun of people talking about it and believing in it.
It was something to be ridiculed about. And to be fair, some of the shit they believed in was just like mind-blowingly stupid. Like they were like, it's going to be revealed that Joe Biden is a false president and he's going to be taken underground, and then Donald Trump will reemerge as the true president, and everyone he'll command the
like-
planet. And it was like, dude, settle
Like
down.
Jesus.
Like Jesus, yeah.
That's
'Cause,
actually
like,
insane.
It was predictions they would make that would go wrong, and they'd be like, well, it's going to happen eventually, right? But it would just never happen.
I had never heard of this before.
I didn't hear that one. I mostly heard about the kids stuff and
Yeah, that was the big
and like
stuff.
the Pizzagate stuff that came out of it.
They were saying how like JFK is still alive and is going to come back as president.
Well, that one would be that'd be amazing.
It would be, right?
Like the first time I heard of QAnon was after the Epstein file release.
Yeah.
No, really? That's the
Yeah,
first time
that's
you
the
heard
first
about
time
it? This was
yeah.
so long ago.
This was huge.
This was actually
huge
big
a
for
bit.
me right before COVID. I feel like I heard about it the most. So I didn't hear about it in 2017. I feel like I was hearing it in like 2020, 2019 when people were diving into it even more when they had more time on their hands.
It became super popular when Joe Biden and Donald Trump are facing off to see who's going to become president. That's when QAnon was really popping off, but it started in 2017. I have a little bit to talk about how it has transformed through today. Right now, February 2026, QAnon has not died. It kind of dissolved a little bit. A 2024 poll found that 19% of Americans, meaning nearly 1 in 5, believe in the core QAnon claim that a secret cabal of satanic pedophiles runs the government. There's a chance that everyone in this room believes that also. Even though not through QAnon, I don't believe QAnon is real, but I do think that there's some satanic pedophiles running
So
everything.
in the end, with the QAnon stuff,
Yeah.
not saying like we're done talking about it, but I'm saying like he nailed. I mean, if you throw spit at a wall,
Yeah, right.
so
You're
it's
gonna get
stick.
yeah. So one of their claims that it was a bunch of pedophiles running everything was pretty freaking accurate.
So
right? 'Cause
it's almost seemed like there was some information
some
that
for sure,
was floating around in there that was somehow accurate.
definitely.
I don't know how they came across it at all.
They
Though.
nailed that shit. They nailed that.
Yeah.
And I mean, if anybody listening doesn't know about it, you should go to this website, jmail.com, and just start reading through Jeffrey Epstein's shit. It is like
It's a fucking
mind-blowingly
mess.
disgusting.
It's gross.
It is.
And our government is letting us down.
I was talking to a client today who's a very typical establishment Democrat, liberal,
Yeah.
right? We were talking about the files, and he was like, I was telling him about how they're pedophiles and they're eating children and shit, which is in there. And he was like, I don't believe any of that. He was like, that's all to distract you from the real problem, which is the financial crimes committed. I was like, no, man. If you think financial crimes are worse than sex trafficking children, we're on different pages.
I think people need to realize that sex trafficking children is like priority number one.
That's terrible.
I don't think we should be caring about much other than that. I mean, obviously, I care about the money.
Yeah,
but
he was like, I didn't read that in the New York Times.
This is like
I was
number
like, yeah,
one.
New York Times isn't going to talk about that. They're probably all implicated, bro.
They don't give a shit. They're not good. None of the media posts about this shit.
You guys know who runs the New York Times?
Who runs the New York Times?
It rhymes with moose.
What are you? So you don't know?
No. It's the Jews, brother.
You think there's an Israeli agent running the New York Times?
At least a Jewish man does. I can't tell you if he's Israeli.
Definitely,
or not.
at least a Jewish man.
It is a Jewish man.
Do you know his name?
No. I know
To
his
me,
religion.
the
You want to look up the
conflation
owner of the
between,
New York Times for me, Lexi?
Jewish people and Israeli elites is like becoming closer and closer tied. But I would like to not conflate. There can be a Jewish man owning New York Times that is not like an agent of Mossad working with Jeffrey Epstein. You know,
I'm not here to tie in a lot of
Working under
that
Ehud
constantly, but there's a little bit there. But either way, I mean, the main thing is what are we doing? Why is there no? It's just the most. It's pretty plain and obvious that things are going down.
I have a little more to say if you'd like to hear it.
I have the
owner.
It's a tough one to pronounce here.
Okay.
Achessolsberger family.
Burger.
Achessolsberger?
That's the last name, all of it.
How do you spell
You
that?
know, can I see the name real quick?
I mean,
It's the last name.
Yeah. How do you spell it?
OCHS-SULZBERGR.
so it's
ER.
I guess it's like
I don't
So
know.
it's two families together.
Yeah.
It's the Aches
Yeah.
and then the Solsberger
Yeah.
family.
Honestly, I have no idea. It's very plain.
You're also using Google AI again.
No, I'm not.
No, it's
It's just plain Google.
It was, but that's okay. Either way, I believe that.
Well, I mean, Jeffrey
Doesn't
Epstein
matter,
was
really.
100% a Jewish supremacist. That's why he would use that term like goyim and stuff all the time.
Goyim.
But I think like you can be Jewish and be a very good journalist still, right? Are the New York Times publishing great things? You know, probably not. I don't really trust the New York Times with most things.
I believe there's still. I don't want to push out Jewish hate. That's one thing I don't want to do here.
Oh no. I
I'm
have
just saying,
Jewish
like,
friends.
there are good Jewish people.
There's plenty of good
it
Jewish
just
people
happens
out
to
there.
be a cabal of things going wrong
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
with
the
specific Jewish men.
the American government is working hand in hand with the Israeli
and
government
really,
for sure.
Zionism.
Zionism is a big issue.
becoming an issue,
100%.
and I think that's really what what we're trying to say here. We're not really talking about Jewish people.
I
We're
am
talking
100% anti-Zionist.
Zionists.
I am 100% anti-Zionist. Am I anti-Jewish at all? Anti-Semitic? Not at all. Not one bit. I am 100% anti-Zionist, though.
Yeah.
There's a chance that our producer
too.
just undid our Rubik's Cube. Whoa! How'd you do that? You don't know how to do a Rubik's Cube? That's amazing.
I almost had
looked down
I
and
almost
she
had
said-
a heart attack.
Because she was just playing with it and looked at him. It was all messed up. She's like,
I have this thing with Rubik's cubes. I like to move them around and stuff, but I do not want them to be all funked up.
Well, worst case, Tina could put it back together, but don't mess around. That's Joel's Rubik's Cube.
Don't
Keep it nice.
futz with my Rubik's cube.
Yeah.
You took it away from me, and you're playing with. Give me my Rubik's cube back. All right.
no, he can't have it.
Back to the plane.
Yeah, I'll
at
talk a
hand.
little bit more about QAnon.
Yeah.
Because Q himself told followers to drop the name, the movement stopped calling itself QAnon. It had become a bit of a liability, so it rebranded as the ambient air of American political culture. The fear-mongering around children and groomers that dominated political discourse in 2022 and 2023 was, according to social scientists, essentially QAnon messaging with the brand removed. Kash Patel, who is now the director of the FBI, personally recruited QAnon influencers onto Trump's Truth Social platform. Elon Musk reinstated banned QAnon accounts on on X, and the Epstein files, which we'll talk about even more in a minute, have given QAnon believers the closest thing to confirmation they've ever gotten. Real documents, real names, real crimes. The fact that the crimes documented in the Epstein files are entirely different from what QAnon predicted doesn't really matter. Believers see elite crime and say, "We told you so." So that's how that has worked so
I
far.
imagine no matter what, as long as it was in the wheelhouse of what they're saying, they're going to feel accomplished about what they were talking about.
For sure.
I mean, fair enough. I probably would be too. I'd be like, we could have been a little off.
Told you.
But, I mean, the main plot is pretty fucking on point.
Yeah, they nailed that, dude. It's crazy.
The main plot, which people made fun of, they're like, oh,
yeah. And they still do. Like, if you
know.
talk to any establishment, either conservative or liberal, they're all going to say that it's made up, it's bullshit. There's no pedophilic cabal running the world at all. They still won't admit that, obviously.
It's pretty incredible.
That's why Thomas Massey is really holding it down for the conservatives right now. He's been doing a great job.
Loving our man from Kentucky.
He's the man. On the liberal front, there's a couple more people that are doing it than on the conservative front, but
Sure seems like it.
so many people not doing it still. Like, if you're local,
Way too many on both sides, really.
If your local elected official has not made a statement on the Epstein files yet and is not confronting Pam Bondi, then you need to call them and try to get them disavowed, because that's terrible.
I don't know. I mean, in general, we have an issue with this whole thing going down.
Indeed,
that Pam Bondi.
I hate that Pam Bondi
hearing was a goddamn travesty.
An atrocious moment. I watched the whole thing.
I did too.
I've never seen somebody say, "What about this? What about that? What about this?" over and over and over and over and over again. How could you not answer a single fucking question?
Yeah, and everybody talks about
50,000.
The Dow was at 50,000. Why aren't you guys asking about that?
That's that viral thing where she's like, "Why don't we talk about how well the market's doing?"
Yeah. Why didn't you guys ask Bill Clinton this?
Lady,
Why didn't you guys ask?
Americans are dying.
Yes.
People don't know what the fuck. We can't buy houses. We can't do
It's
anything.
crazy. And
Donald Trump just said he's trying to make the prices
go up.
for
He
people
did
who
say
own
that.
houses.
That is diabolical.
What the hell are we
That's
talking
diabolical.
about?
That nobody on earth who voted for Trump voted to get
What
the
are we
fucking houses.
doing about? What are we talking about?
That's
Oh
insane.
God, it's genuinely nuts. I can't even. This is the most frustrated the government has ever made me in my entire life.
Dude, there was a moment where Pam Bondi was like, "Oh, I guess it's back to me now," and the lady who was like cross-examining her was like, "Yeah, this is your fucking congressional hearing.
Everybody's
of course
looking
it's
at
back
her.
to you.
What do you
That's
mean?
what we're here for. We're here to talk about you, Pam Bondi."
The victims are sitting behind her. She can't even look at them.
Yeah, Pam Bondi, if you're listening, I hope you die.
Wow.
Okay,
I do.
I know, but still, it's
Her and Kash Patel have been now proven to have been lying under oath.
What? And nothing's gonna
multiple
come of
times.
it. What are they gonna do?
They're like, Kash Patel was like, there's nothing in the files that would constitute any idea that there was any sort of child
Kash
trafficking.
Patel
or
is the
anything.
least effective FBI director of all time. He assassinated Charlie Kirk.
He was like,
probably.
there's nothing in the file.
we don't know anything.
Now we're just throwing accusations. What is it? What is it?
We're creating our own conspiracy.
All right.
to this one.
My next conspiracy I have is
This is
Pizzagate.
slander.
Okay.
Pizzagate. You guys know anything about Pizzagate?
Oh, we've been hearing about it.
Pizza refers to underage children.
Indeed, but there's so much more to it than that.
Light us up, Devin.
All right, so this is technically pre-QAnon, but they kind of go hand in hand. In October of 2016, WikiLeaks published the hacked emails of John Podesta. John Podesta is Hillary Clinton's campaign chairman at the time. The emails were real. They were also completely mundane, as they say. It was involving scheduling, campaign strategy, dinner plans, nothing illegal, nothing scandalous, in quotes. And yet, within weeks, millions of people were convinced they were reading a code, and that code pointed to something unspeakable. It started on Reddit and 4chan, where someone noticed that Podesta's emails mentioned food frequently. Pizza, pasta, cheese, sauce. In the conspiratorial imagination of these people, these became code words for children in trafficking operations.
Ice cream.
Indeed. Like
hot
grape
dogs,
soda,
grape
all that stuff.
soda.
Podesta had dined at a Washington, D.C. pizzeria called Comet Ping Pong. Ergo, Comet Ping Pong was the base of operations for an elite child trafficking ring.
Well, child ping pong, CP.
CP, indeed, you know. There were no confirmed victims and no confirmed missing children yet. Comet Ping Pong didn't even have a basement as these conspiratorial people were talking about often.
Well, you know.
There were no yet criminal charges, no former employees speaking out, no physical evidence yet, but there were Instagram posts, logo designs, and social connections that if you squinted hard enough and wanted badly enough, they could be arranged into the picture of evil. That's the key word. Pizzagate didn't spread because the evidence was incredibly compelling. It spread because people were primed and looking for evil. By a bitter election, by generalized distrust of elites, by genuine anger about child exploitation, to want a villain. And once you've decided who the villain is, you can find proof in every detail.
Anything you want at that point.
Exactly.
You could turn anything evil if you wanted.
Indeed, you can. On December 4th, 2016, Edgar Madison Welch drove from North Carolina to Washington, D.C., armed with a rifle and a handgun to self-investigate. He fired shots inside the restaurant. He found nothing in the moment, and he surrendered to police. The response from believers was the evidence must have been moved. Of course, a self-sealing conspiracy. The absence of evidence becomes proof of how sophisticated the cover-up is. Pizzagate matters not just because of what it was, but because of what it became. It was the proof of concept for QAnon later on, showing that ordinary people given authentic documents with no answers will build a possible narrative and then eventually defend it with their lives. It was the moment conspiracy theory became a participatory sport. This one in particular is surging right now in real time. This week in particular.
Yeah.
In January 2026, the Department of Justice released a major batch of Epstein documents, and within hours, Pizzagate was trending again. Why? Because some of these documents mentioned pizza. As food, technically, but there's a lot. If you read a couple,
A ridiculous amount of pizza.
He was sending pizza to every elite.
the rumor is that Jeffrey Epstein himself was inspired by the Pizzagate conspiracy and started using the terminology in his own emails as maybe a joke, maybe a prank, or that the who inspired who is the determining factor, right? If Pizzagate was inspired by Jeffrey Epstein, then maybe Pizzagate was right all along. If Jeffrey Epstein was copying the terminology from Pizzagate, then it was never true, but just became true, like a self-fulfilling prophecy.
Yeah.
I have a little bit more to read.
I mean, God, it's I mean, the way it's written in that emails is insane.
It is mind-blowing. To me, it's almost like indefensible. Like if you look at enough of these, it is 100% that he's talking about children in these things. Like, I will try to find a specific screenshot and send it to Joel so we could put it up here. But maybe if we could put enough on the screen and you can read it, you could see for yourself.
I could probably throw a bunch of major ones up here.
Yeah, dude. There's some nuts shit going on.
So with a lot of people as well, clearly sending it back and forth between elites. It's horrible to look at, honestly.
It really is. So like everywhere you look online, like if you find any official source, they're all about how Pizzagate was not true and how it led to this. Like it's hard to find anywhere that is like maybe justifying the possibility of Pizzagate. Yeah. And does that either speak to how every news corporation is bought out by this pedophilic cabal, or does it speak to the fact that it was never real and never happened in the first place? Kind of hard to say. What do you guys think?
I mean, if you just from reading the emails alone, it looks undeniable. In the way you put it, it just sounds like it. You know,
before the Jeffrey Epstein documents, it was like, to me, it was like, that's complete lunacy, right? It was like, it just made no sense.
I mean, I used to get Instagram posts about it before like the files were released or anything about that. And I mean, it's hard to like really fully dive into it at that point because you don't have.
There was nothing concrete to go on at all.
It kind of almost seems reaching sometimes, you know, and you're just like, I can't.
Yeah, it's
How
like,
am I
bro,
supposed to do
I hate
this?
billionaires and politicians as much as the next guy,
Yeah.
but like, are they really sex trafficking children?
Yeah,
you know?
it just seems ridiculous to believe because we're normal human beings and we would never partake in something criminally insane as
but
this.
like when something like this comes out, you start to question reality. Everything that you thought was impossible before is no longer impossible because they were doing some terrible shit.
I'm now a flat earther.
Oh, yeah?
Add it to the list.
After the release of the files, dude, I'm like, there is an ice ball.
That's what everybody's saying right now.
They're hiding the
Anything
rest
can be
of
real,
it.
man. Anything can be real.
That's what.
Why are there no non-CGI pictures of Earth from space?
That's what people are pissed off about, though. Like you see a post, and it's just like everybody, all conspiracy theorists are happy as hell, and it's just a
they're
picture of Squidward
rejoicing.
behind the blinds, and it's flat
Not
earthers.
flat earthers.
And he's just like, damn,
My time will come.
I hope to God.
Dude, why are there no pictures of Antarctica?
Yeah. Listen, some of that stuff is a little weird. I don't know what's going on with that. But I don't believe flat
That's
Earth
where
at all.
Epstein is.
That's one I
think he's on-
that's one of
That's
the last
why
ones.
we're not allowed to go.
I
don't
need
have
real
flat Earth on
concrete
here.
proof of the flat Earth stuff.
Yeah.
I need to be taken up there and seen it.
I need to look for myself, man.
Yeah, unfortunately.
I love when they try and prove it, and they like set up this whole experiment, and then it just disproves them.
Yeah, all the
every
math
time.
is like, damn, I guess
Yeah,
it is.
I have a good feeling space and the Earth is not like it, that. Seems pretty concrete to
I have
me.
a good feeling about that too, but
They did that like flashlight
Pretty
test,
good.
yeah.
where they set up like the hole, and it was like, okay, the Earth is flat, so if you hold it,
It'll go
just go
through it.
straight.
And they're
to
like,
the
lift
other
it up
side.
a little bit.
Yeah, lift it up 3
Where is
feet.
it? Where is it? Where is it?
I can wait.
This shit might be round. All right. Next conspiracy here is Jews did 9/11. And again,
Why did you throw it?
and again, we are not professional people. I don't really know the right way to go about this. This is obviously a sensitive topic, right? This is just a conspiracy theory I'm sharing with you.
Feel free to click off the 12 of you listening.
Now, when you say Jews, what
topic.
kind of Jews, Devin?
Well, let me just read through it because it's mostly Israelis is what it's talking about in particular,
That's
right?
right.
It's
That's
not
right,
like
right.
American-born Jews, but I'll tell you. September 11, 2001, the towers were still burning. Nearly 3,000 people are dead. The whole country is watching, terrified, trying to make sense of something that doesn't make sense yet. And in that window, this specific window of time, a story started circulating, not on the news, mostly online. The rumor was that thousands of Jewish workers didn't show up to the World Trade Center that morning, meaning they had been warned and that they knew. This was propagated for a short period of time before eventually it would be disproven. So what that claim does in the moment, though, it takes the most catastrophic, disorienting event in a generation and says that someone planned this, someone knew, someone profited, and the chaos you're feeling isn't chaos, it's the aftermath of a calculation. And if you're looking for who made that calculation, well, there's a very old historical answer that gets recycled every time something terrible happens, and people can't bear that it was random. There is this group of people that tends to get blamed for a lot of things. The warning rumor did fall apart relatively quickly. Jewish people died that day in the same manner and same numbers as everyone else in Lower Manhattan, but the theory didn't die. It just found better material to go off of. Enter Larry Silverstein.
Yes.
6 weeks before the attacks, Silverstein signed a 99-year lease on the World Trade Center.
They call him the luckiest businessman.
They do indeed. And for good fucking reason. The first time in the complex's history that it had been privately managed was by Larry Silverstein, which was 6 weeks before the attacks. He also took out insurance on both towers, including specific terrorism coverage. After the attacks, he went to court arguing that since 2 planes struck 2 buildings, it should be treated as 2 separate insured events, meaning a larger payout. He ultimately received roughly $4.5 billion in insurance settlements. Now, if you read it back very slowly to yourself, a Jewish businessman signs a lease on the towers weeks before the attack. He insures them against terrorism. The towers fall. He sues for and wins billions of dollars. Yes. To a conspiratorial mind, or even a non-conspiratorial mind, that's not a series of independent events. Those things are most likely tied together. Believers also pointed to 5 Israeli men seen filming the towers from a New Jersey rooftop as they burned, the so-called dancing Israelis, who were detained, questioned, and eventually released. They pointed to an intercepted NSA conversation, to an Israeli security firm at the airports, to the alleged early evacuation of an Israeli-owned firm in the towers. Each of these details has a mundane explanation, a proper mundane explanation. Do people buy all of these? No. Some people do. I'll share them with you now. The terrorism insurance was standard practice since the 1993 bombing. I didn't write which bombing that was. The lease was part of a long-running city privatization plan that preceded Silverstein entirely. The legal dispute over one event versus 2 was standard contract litigation. The money went toward rebuilding, not into Silverstein's pockets. The men filming were tourists who later said they'd rushed to document something historic. The 9/11 Commission's investigation was exhaustive. Al-Qaeda's planning, financing, communications, and chain of command are among the most thoroughly documented in the history of counterterrorism. The hijackers were identified. The money was traced. Bin Laden admitted it repeatedly and publicly. But here's what the theory understands that the debunking tends to miss. People weren't asking an evidentiary question. They were asking more of an emotional one. After a wound that large, randomness doesn't feel bearable anymore. The idea that 19 men with box cutters changed the world forever because of a particular ideology is genuinely hard to sit with. And a hidden hand is almost a comfort. It means someone is in control. It means the world makes sense. It means the story isn't over yet, and maybe we can solve the problem and get revenge. And that the need for the story to not be over, for the villain to be findable, for the scale of the horror to be matched by the scale of the conspiracy, is exactly what this theory has fed for 25 years. I'm sure you guys have heard this theory before.
Plenty of times.
Yes.
Before I had read about it, did you know all of those details?
No.
Yeah.
You knew even the dancing Israelis and stuff?
Yeah, well,
I knew about those.
The main one I know.
Did you know about the Israeli firm that was evacuated beforehand and such?
That I did not know.
You did? Yeah.
I'm all over this one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have like a personal finding? What do you think?
Yes.
Yeah, you think it was an Israeli
I'm just going to say,
operation?
yes, I have a finding. And we'll leave it at that.
Okay.
I have a finding on this
Yeah.
one that I believe to be true.
To me, the explanations seem pretty reasonable, right? They don't seem like they would be made up, but are they published by like people who would defend the people who are alleged?
I don't know.
Maybe.
I don't know. I mean, it's a.
So, look, I mean, really, what doesn't make sense if you believe this is the plane that was retaken over and crash landed.
Right.
Right, the plane that hit the Pentagon.
Why would that
right?
happen?
Why would those have happened?
Not
if you
explained,
believe in this, right?
for
Like that's
sure.
not explained.
It is
So
left. It is
you
left
got to
alone.
think about that.
There's,
I mean, unless those were decoys
Decoys
to hide
Always a
it.
possibility.
You know what I mean?
there's
Like,
holes in everything,
yeah.
and I mean, I don't know. It's a weird one to mix in
Definitely.
because it involved a lot of human lives. So
It did indeed.
stuff like that is a hard.
We know people like our uncle was a police officer during 9/11, lost a very close friend of his. Like this is a very real and hitting close to home event. Like we live on Long Island, which is pretty freaking close to New York City. Like I know people.
So we knew a bunch of families that lost families.
Yeah, of course.
family
It's not
members
like
and
this
stuff.
is like from 100 fucking years ago. This has only happened 25 years ago. You know, in my lifetime, in Joel's lifetime, not in yours, not in Lexi's, but like, you know, it happened.
And people definitely want you know.
You want
to-
more.
Want more.
It doesn't feel like enough, right? So you start
It just
searching
never
for
feels
more.
like enough. An attack on American soil always feels.
Yeah, you're like, who can we put this on more? That's why the war in
Can't just be the
Afghanistan
one
was so
person.
well funded because
Yeah.
people are so mad. You
Oh,
know,
we
we could have
just-
done anything in Afghanistan. We could
The
have
amount of
slaughtered them, and
who
people would still
signed up,
support it.
The amount of people who signed, not even just from New York, from every
Dude, it was
state
tremendous.
in the country that signed up for the
Rudy
military. after
Giuliani,
that.
one of the stupidest men of all time, was America's mayor for a moment before he started leaking black grease on live air or whatever. You know, not that I listen. Not everybody hates Rudy Giuliani, but I don't think he's the wisest man. I have an update on how this has been thought of today, if you'd like to hear it.
Yes, sure.
Okay, so this one never fully left the internet. It was more migrated to different platforms as each one was cracked down. The broader ecosystem that produces it has become more dramatically mainstream. Anti-Semitic incidents in the United States hit record highs in 2023 and 2024, according to the ADL. Driven partly by the October 7th Hamas attacks and the subsequent war in Gaza, more like genocide in Gaza, according to me, but listed as war. Which generated enormous amounts of online content blaming Jewish people collectively for geopolitical events. The conspiratorial logic of elite Jewish control, hidden financial strings, and orchestrated catastrophe is the same pattern the 9/11 version used, just applied to new events. And here's the piece that connects it to right now is the Jeffrey Epstein files. Jeffrey Epstein was a Jewish supremacist. Some of his most visible associates were Jewish supremacists. And for people already primed to see coordinated Jewish criminality behind major events, the Epstein documents with real crimes and real names are being read through that exact lens on a lot of corners of the internet. Researchers who study anti-Semitism have described this moment as one of the most dangerous for Jewish communities in decades, precisely because a grain of real documented wrongdoing is being used to rehydrate a much older and much larger set of lies,
Yes. We see a lot of it right now.
which is true.
Yeah.
Is this a dangerous time for anti-Semitic conspiracies, or is it a time where, Jewish supremacism is about to be outed to many people? It's a pretty tough line to distinguish. I try really, really hard to ride the IDF, anti-Israeli government line and pro-Jewish people line. I try to be in the middle ground there.
Yeah.
Not a lot of people walking that line.
Yeah, I try to do the same thing. It's
Not a lot of people trying to stay on that line.
I'm
can't
doing
be
my
a-
own thing.
I'm doing my own thing.
I do my own thing.
I'm doing my I'm gonna do
doing
my own thing.
Nah.
Y'all can
I'm
do
gonna
your
do my
thing.
own
I'm gonna do my thing.
Well,
What
it's-
that thing is, nobody knows.
I'm very-
I don't even know what my thing is.
I just can't stand how much the American government supports Israel.
It's mind blowing. Like every elected official on every side, everywhere, is the most has the most support for Israel ever.
I seen Benjamin Netanyahu walk into Congress and get a standing
For
ovation.
like 7
He's
minutes.
basically
straight.
our
Control
president.
a friggin' room.
We're under the first Jewish presidency presidency of all time.
It's been going on for 3 presidencies straight.
Yeah, it's a good point. It's a good point.
I mean,
high-fived
it's
me on
just
He said, "Yeah, Big
just-
Ben, come on."
it's just embarrassing to watch, in my opinion.
That's a war criminal. He's slaughtering thousands of people, and we're giving him a
Why-
round of applause as he enters the room.
Why is this man allowed to do it?
It
Guys,
doesn't make any sense.
There was a mass shooting in America. Let's send $10 billion.
another
to
10 billion to
Israel.
Israel.
Why are we giving them so much money to commit a genocide?
It doesn't make any sense.
I
I don't get it. I don't want to be complicit in genocide. I don't want my tax dollars going to funding a slaughtering of an entire people. I don't like that personally.
Yeah, why don't we fix a couple of things here?
Why can't we spend our money on us?
Why can't we do
Literally
our thing
giving
here?
them. We've literally given them hundreds of billions.
We are
dollars.
giving them
The number was 240.
an incredible amount.
Almost $400 billion.
Yeah,
We've been
okay,
around
so
$380 billion so
I
far.
thought, what number was 240 then? I don't know, whatever.
Yeah, we're past that.
Why are we funneling money to this country?
You know, me and all my close friends, my wife, a lot of people I know personally are really struggling with student loan debt or medical debt or just like crippling everything. If we invested some of the money we sent to Israel, we could really fix a lot of people's quality of life here. We could change a lot.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, this is just.
Or we could just have a bigger military again.
It just
That's
seems
all we would do, most likely.
we could just have more
Like another
military.
$1 trillion.
Like instead, we're sending some of our military budget to Israel.
Why
Dude,
don't
let's
we
just
get
get
those
more jets, more tanks, more everything.
Good point.
It
we
just,
could do that.
It just seems so blatant. Like
does.
it just seems like a blatant disregard for
does.
the American people.
Yeah, when the average
hard to
American
hide.
person is really struggling
It's
to see
embarrassing.
the numbers of money that are being sent
Yeah.
overseas and then get told we don't have money for certain things here.
Yes.
It's very
The
upsetting.
biggest problem to me right now is still the vast majority of Americans get all of their news from either Fox News or CNN or the New York Times, and none of them are reporting these things the way that, in my opinion, they should be reported. So people are still being fed the lies and the propaganda to be pro whatever makes their life worse, and they just don't know it.
Yeah, and you see it a lot, and it's hard to have that conversation with
It
people
is. It
who
is.
are blind to what a lot of us are seeing right
You can't
now.
believe everything you read on the internet.
I-
I can't
it is-
believe, but you can believe everything that CNN and
Indeed.
Fox tells you. They
I think
are
a
the-
larger percentage of people are more attuned to it now than they were in the past, though. I think things are changing a little bit. Like in the past, us three would have never been aligned politically. But as things are getting more and more dire, we're all kind of coming to the same point, which
Yeah.
is interesting. We've never been this close politically before.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, I'm surprised there aren't riots over.
You know,
this
you would
specific
think,
thing.
right?
Dude,
You
no,
would
so
think.
that's what's crazy to me is, right, the things that there are protests and riots about, not that they don't make sense.
Yeah.
Why is that not being applied to this, right?
It's crazy.
Like, why is that happening?
I don't know. It
Right,
kind of like this is something I feel very strongly about, and I feel like I would love to be involved
If
in
there,
some sort
if
of
there was a
protest or
protest
type of
or a
thing.
riot
But
like
where
locally
are
nearby, I
they?
would go to that.
I would go further. I'd go farther.
Guys, I'll do it alone.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying. You want to go stand out there with me? I'll go
Put me
stand
in a
inside.
room with some
Yeah,
of those
man.
guys. in
Or
the
we stand
files.
outside the
Let's
White
just
House
see
with
what
some
happens.
signs.
Just
and
us? We
hopefully
could
it
do
keeps
that.
building up. You
Yeah.
want to start building up?
We
We'll
could do
build up.
something.
Dude.
I've been so protest and riot historically. Like, I might be one of the few people alive that like the January 6th insurrection and the BLM riots. Like, I like when people stand up against the ruling elites. I like that. I've always liked that. Why is it not happening now?
Yeah, I mean, this is a country where we should be free to do that, and that's
should.
I've never been against a protest.
No,
my
you'll
favorite
get, you'll
thing
get
about
arrested.
America.
You'll get arrested.
You will.
For anti-Semitism,
It's
you
crazy.
actually-
isn't
You see,
it?
that's the
arrested for
issue I'm
anti-Semitism.
having here is that why it's that's our constitutional right.
Dude, it's so nuts.
To-
One of my favorite ones.
Yes,
That's one of the best ones.
and I don't get what's happening.
I
right now.
like that military people can't live in my house.
I like that
That's
too.
my-
I'm
that-
anti-quartering, of course.
I think my favorite.
I don't
is-
wanna have to quarter
My
anybody.
favorite is the Fourth Amendment.
Yeah.
I
That's the
love
best
that
one.
one. I love
That's
that
a good
one a
one.
lot.
Yeah, that one is pretty good.
It's like the freedom of religion, speech,
Yeah.
protest,
But
everything.
I
You
feel
can
like-
have a gun.
I love the right to bear arms, the right to free speech, and the right to protest. That's what makes fucking America America.
I think the American government is getting really good at slowly taking and slowly and taking and slowly and taking
Indeed.
our rights.
One step at a
That's what
time.
every
while
government
we're
does.
It's
smiling
tyranny,
at something
brother.
in our faces, we
What
are
every government
It's
getting
bread and
sneaked.
circus. We're watching the Super Bowl. We're watching Bad Bunny twerk on TV, and no one's paying attention
All
to
right,
our
wait,
rights being
wait.
stripped away.
Yeah.
We need to keep that first off.
Yeah,
Let's
don't-
not
don't-
lose the twerking.
Don't take Bad Bunny's
Sorry.
twerking,
Sorry.
but also let me bare my arms and speak my truth. You know, they're just
Honestly, you can
it's-
speak your lies too. I want you to be able to say whatever the hell you want.
I like that.
Yeah,
I
well,
like
go ahead.
people being able to say the wrong thing. Other people being
The
able to say
problem
what
is
they
the
want.
government speaking too many lies, and I think it's time they start to
Indeed.
buckle up
That
already.
shit ain't right. That's halfway through our conspiracies. Lexi, can we get a time update?
Yeah, we're at 50 minutes.
Oh.
already.
Oh my God. Do you want to do one more, or do you want to
We've
go
had
into
nothing but anti-Jew conspiracy.
I mean, it's
I
just
have
too big
3
right
more.
now. It's
And
not
they're
really
still all
It's not really
anti-
anti-Jew. It's more anti-Israeli.
Indeed.
It's too hot on our mind not to keep talking about. Unfortunately,
It's hard. And again, like I said, I tried to pick the most controversial ones, and those are very controversial right now. You know, I wanted I don't know. I like controversial.
I can
shit.
get
It's
real
fun.
controversial.
I know you can. I don't
Well,
want you to do that.
Let's keep it in a
but-
boat that we could stay floating on.
Yeah, exactly. All right, so I'll save
I'm
these.
gonna have to get kicked off the pod.
I'll save these 3 for another time, and we can go into brotherly advice.
All right.
Before we do go into brotherly advice, we should do maybe our man moment of the week. Did any of you guys have a man moment of the week?
Mine were not good.
I can go with mine. I spent nearly $1,000 on my wife within 3 days. That would be my man moment of the week.
That's more cuck
I was
moment.
gonna say the same thing, buddy.
More like the cuck moment of the week. goes
Since
to
when did
Devon.
financially supporting your woman become a cuck thing?
Since right now.
Since right now, because I'm doing it?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah.
What did I do?
I
I
don't know.
I maxed a new PR in deadlifting.
Dude, your back squat went from 185 to 300.
No, I've done 225 before.
Oh, I thought you said 185.
No, it's just what I've done recently.
I hit the gym finally for the first time in a little while.
That's pretty good. Me too, actually.
Man, moment of the week actually goes to Lexi this week for
Whoa.
conquering her fear of driving.
Oh, yeah,
Hey,
actually,
she
we'll get-
did.
I think
Actually,
we
Lexi
should-
gets the
Lexi
man
get-
moment of the
Lexi
week.
Give her
gets
the
the-
fucking Eagles. dude.
Yeah, hit that
Lexi
shit,
gets the
girl.
Maybe a couple gunshots too. Sling those things.
Lexi hadn't driven on the LIE before. She was going on bridges and shit.
Yeah.
She was going across state lines. I don't think, actually, just upstate maybe.
New Jersey.
She would
New
never.
Jersey.
She would never go on a highway until her boyfriend had to go to college.
That's it. And now it's time to drive long distance.
All of a sudden, she could drive across America.
She was sitting in traffic. She was like, "Hey, I'm fucking trying to drive." She was honking her horn and shit.
She flipped off a cop and a firefighter. 'cause
That's
they closed the
anti-Semitism.
road.
I heard she was slinging racial comments. out
You
the
were
window
doing
like
that?
nothing wrong.
Whoa.
Yeah.
She-
That's an
she
experienced
was getting
New
real
York
Long
driver.
Island.
A poor
Yeah.
Hispanic family really ate it.
No, what did they do?
It is the woman moment of the week.
None of this happened.
You did do the drive, though.
Please, please.
The drive
did do
did
the drive.
happen.
The drive
though.
did happen.
The
Drive
did
happened.
And I'm
Get her
very
kicked
proud.
out of
Good
college.
job. Good
You
job.
you did great, Lexi. We're proud of you.
That is the woman moment of the week.
Woman moment of the week.
Woman moment of the week.
Very nicely done. All right, I got a couple questions here
that's
for
one too many tabs.
brotherly advice. That was a lot of tabs.
Just
That
one
was
too many.
a decent amount.
Aggressive
This week,
open
all
die
of our
tab.
questions are from women. That's exciting, right?
Yay, Valentine's Day.
Yeah. First question here. What can women do to be more physically attractive to men? Purely about physical aspects of attraction, what do you wish you saw more of or less of? This question.
I had a lot I wanted to say for a second,
Let
but
me
all of a
lock
sudden
in.
I realized I don't want to say any of it.
All right.
Physically,
Yeah.
All right. I mean,
have nice hair. Take care of your hair.
For the most part, hygiene is big across the board.
I think
Take
hygiene
care of
is
yourself.
huge.
Take care of the hair.
If you're clean, you're way more attractive.
Yeah.
I'm a
Smell
clean.
nice.
I'm a clean man. I
For
want.
sure.
I want my girl to be a very clean.
I want
woman.
someone to be clean.
Smell nice.
Follow that up with going to the gym. If you're taking care of yourself and trying,
Yeah.
at least giving an effort, hitting some weights, hitting some cardio, I value that in a person.
Yeah, that's big.
Yeah.
I wouldn't.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want them to do. More than what I'm doing. Kind of. I mean, if I. You know what I mean? I mean, obviously I would, but I'm saying like.
No, I get it.
I mean, I don't.
hear
I
you.
couldn't push something on them to do more than what I'm not.
Yeah, for
already
sure. I
doing
would
for
never
myself.
ask for
You know what I
someone
mean?
to do more than I'm doing. That's a good way to put it.
That would make me
Yeah.
feel. That would make me feel like an actual asshole.
Yeah.
But try to keep up with your physical fitness in
Definitely.
a sense.
If you're hitting
try
the
a
gym
little
and you're
bit.
staying clean, that's a pretty big win.
Yeah, not just entirely give up on yourself. That
Yeah.
wouldn't be very attractive.
I mean, you could try for fashion. I don't know much about fashion, but if you're trying to like dress appealing, that's pretty good. You know? You all right there, brother?
Yeah, there's just a lot of things that I want to say as jokes that I know I can't.
Okay. Are they all fat phobic by any chance?
One of them.
Okay.
Well, I'm pretty fat phobic. So, yeah, how about just don't be fat?
Yeah, that's a good one.
That's a starter. I'll let it rip if anyone else wants to say it. You know,
there's a lot of jokes I'm like thinking about, but I'm like keeping them in.
I think.
I mean, like, I'm not against bolt-ons.
Yeah, you can get those strapped on,
Go fucking crazy.
but like
if you want
not
with
too. No,
those.
don't go over the top.
Yeah, no, there's a limit. Let's not go past G's.
Jeez. Oh my
Yikers.
God.
I am actually
kidding.
personally not.
I'm kidding.
I'm not a big fan of overly extravagant makeup. I know
Yeah.
that might be a personal.
I'm not a fan
preference.
of Botox either. Like I know a bunch of people with Botox. I don't really like what it does to a face. I like an expressive face. I think.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I think if you're doing Botox and a ton of makeup, it does kind
I'm
of throw
not.
me
I'm
off.
not anti makeup because I understand that like a lot of times it's like for a personal reason they like how it makes them look. Or
Yeah, you can do whatever you
right?
want. I think if you're doing
And-
what they call what the gays call a full beat.
That's
I
not
don't
a
really-
gay thing.
Is that not a gay?
That's
thing?
also a woman thing.
I think they call it a birthday makeup.
Is that what they're saying?
I think that's
Well,
bad.
we have a professional here.
Okay, I don't know what a birthday makeup is.
Sometimes
there...
Lexi be walking out the
exuberant
house
makeup, I'd
full
imagine.
beat, and I'm like,
Yeah.
yo, this is
Full beat.
wild.
Like
Okay,
wedding
girl.
makeup or
yeah,
birthday
like very
makeup.
strong, like full,
Yeah, like, I'm not a
around
big
about,
fan
like
of
foundation,
that,
full
yeah.
face.
The
Yeah.
whole the whole kit
Yeah.
caboodle.
To me, that gets a little out of hand. Like, I like makeup when I really can't tell. You know,
Yeah.
it's like maybe they're wearing it, maybe they're not.
Like
I
that's like
that.
I've been looks maxing.
Have
Yeah,
you
Tyler's
been
been wearing
looks-maxing?
eyeliner and
I've been
shit.
looks maxing.
Have you? That's rad.
We've
That's
been
cool.
thickening the eyebrows.
Okay,
you know,
yeah.
little bone smashing action, like you
What
know.
is that?
You can cause little microfractures in your skeleton.
Are you for
And then-
real?
yeah.
He's not doing that.
You take like a little hammer, and I'm not. Yeah.
No chance.
And then it grows back.
What do you do with your ejaculate?
What?
All right.
I stopped doing that.
Oh. What are we talking
All right, let's go on to question 2 here.
Okay.
Uh,
We didn't finish. Well, you know what? Yeah, just makeup.
No, take
I think
care of yourself.
Yeah, stay clean. Try to work out sometimes. You know, be proactive about yourself. I like that.
Yeah.
It's mostly things that like whatever you think, right? If you like think to yourself, if you're a woman and you're thinking to yourself, what is like, no, it can't be that easy, right?
Yeah.
No, it is. Like it can't like be that simple. Not easy. I won't say
Yeah.
easy. It can't be that simple. It can't just be taking care
yeah.
of myself and like
It
being,
really
no, it
can.
really is
like
that.
a clean
Like,
buttocks.
It really
I
is.
like a clean buttocks.
Yeah. It really is that simple.
That's an
How
important
about
one.
we get a woman's opinion?
Just a question to deepen kind of the conversation here.
Okay.
Yeah.
What do you guys feel about like body hair?
Don't have
That's actually that's a question I have here. That's one of the questions I have. So here, I'll read that here, okay? Should I wax or should I not wax? Should I shave instead? What are men's preferences on the
Where?
subject? I'm in a new relationship and we haven't done the deed yet. Yes, we have satisfied each other in some other ways. That's an unnecessary detail. First time in a new relationship, what is your preference?
Where shaved? Where are we waxing?
I think
Well,
it's
we can start with the
referring to
mouth
anywhere.
first. Let's not have anything on the lips, please. But I mean, in general, I would prefer not a lot of body hair.
Yeah.
In the,
Well, you're also
in
smooth
the-
as a porpoise.
yeah.
Are you smooth as a porpoise, brother? I like that.
I mean, I have a beard.
there you go,
Yeah,
baby.
but okay, go below the beard.
I have
Porpoisely smooth.
leg hair and arm hair.
Yeah, okay, buddy.
All right, I know this is gonna sound
That's
wild
what
to
I
you
do.
guys. You guys always think my answers are crazy. I really don't care much about body hair. I know you guys are gonna disagree. You always disagree when I think something like this, but I really don't give a fuck.
is a cuck.
I really don't. I don't care about
It
that.
just sounds like you like men.
I don't care. I don't care about that kind of stuff.
Oh, it's all right, man.
It doesn't bother. It doesn't bother me.
Listen,
How do you feel
I-
about like a really jacked girl, like super jacked?
It doesn't bother me either.
Not bother or want.
Well, I don't think I would crave that. Like,
Okay, we're
It's-
just making
I don't know,
sure.
it doesn't
Just
bother
wanted
me.
to clarify it.
yeah. I don't need like
All
a
right,
jacked
listen.
woman.
Yeah, listen. For me, I would prefer not a lot of body hair.
I would say most men probably would prefer that, right? So if you're trying to
Yeah.
attract a man, maybe play on the safe side and like, you know, trim your body hair. or
Yeah,
whatever,
go
but-
ahead and make some artwork out of it. Go fucking
Make
crazy.
some
I
artwork,
guess.
don't do
that.
Yeah.
I don't
What
know
you
what
do
the
is you
fuck.
carve his initials into your body hair.
Yeah.
Carve.
So like the like the movement of like armpit hair.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of that. Definitely not.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I really notice.
You don't notice armpit hair?
Not really, no.
Well, typically
I do.
everyone I meet, I kind of go. everyone I meet, I'm kind of feeling their pits.
Don't grab it on mine.
I'm like, oh, hi, nice to meet you. Feel them up.
So like I'm friends with a lot of women. I'm not really looking at their armpits or like I train people all the time. I'm never really looking at women's
So like
armpits.
occasionally, if you hop on the volleyball court and all of a sudden they're like, "Yo," and then you
Yeah.
see like a forest coming.
I
out
think
the
the
pits, you're
only
gonna
way
be
I'd
like,
notice is if it's egregious and it's like, yo, that's a fuck ton, right?
That's
That's the only way I'd notice.
and you're
I
still
think.
gonna be like, "Oh yeah, I dig it."
Yeah, listen, I'm not like trying to fuck people on the volleyball court, right?
I'm
saying, like,
just. You gotta be somewhat unbiased here.
I think I would notice. Yeah, I would notice. I'd be like, whoa.
All right, that's fair enough. I'll accept that as an answer, you
Yeah.
kind man.
You're what we like to call, you're like performative a little bit.
You think so?
Yeah, you're a little performative.
I think I'm
Mel.
just being honest.
Nah, you're a little performative.
What is it? How would you just define that?
Yeah.
You can't just say that.
What?
I did. You can't
No,
just-
like
Oh, well.
so, like sometimes his opinions are like feministic
Yeah,
to the
yeah.
point where like I don't believe it anymore, and I think you're just
Okay.
doing it
It's a little
to
crazy.
have to be like feminist.
Let me ask something.
And, like, that's
kind
fine.
of. I'm kind of.
Is is this new for me, or have I not been like this
No,
for
but
maybe
it's
my
on
entire
every
life?
possible subject.
Yeah, but
Yeah, it's
like I've
impressive
said,
how you could always be on the full end of it.
Has that
yeah,
been like
yeah,
I've been
yeah.
like this our entire lives? Am I inconsistent?
It's just really
No, it's not inconsistent.
That's
It's
what I'm
just
saying. I don't think it's like false or performative. I've been
it's
like this
just like
forever.
not one background, like
Yeah.
want or need. You're just like full it.
Yeah, I don't know. Sometimes
You're just fully gung ho on whatever this
Yeah.
thing is said. If one day feminism becomes no arm hair, you're gonna be like, I hate that shit.
I always hated that. I
think so.
never liked that.
my default is I like when people do whatever they want. I've always liked that.
Okay, I got you.
You know,
Yeah, but you can have a
I don't mind that
preference.
either. It's basis America.
I would say the only preferences I have is I like a nice ass. That's a preference I
He
have.
likes a little,
enough, I guess.
all right.
I like a little
There you go.
cheekage. I'm willing to share that.
All right.
Okay.
That's maybe the one preference I got. Don't
Good on
pat me
you.
like that. I got two more questions. Do we have time for 'em?
Yeah, we got time for one more.
go.
Is it good?
Go crazy.
Yeah.
All right.
My partner can't finish. Is that normal? The guy I've been dating for a month can't always finish. He gets really hard around me, but during sex, he sometimes can't finish. Of course, I haven't asked him about it. I understand it can be different for everybody. We've had sex maybe 7 to 8 times, and he's finished about 3 of those times. Sorry if this is a stupid question, but the other men I've dated always had to stop themselves from coming so fast. So I'm just wondering if I'm the problem here.
He's got a Mitchell Robinson shooting percentage going on.
Yeah, we're a little under 50. Yeah, it's
he's got
pretty
a
tough.
Mitchell Robinson
I mean,
shooting
if you're a
percentage
Mitchell
going on.
Robinson at the free throw line
Yeah,
for
that's what I'm
busting,
saying,
that's a little
yeah.
wild.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't see too much of a problem with it.
I think that's normal.
Yeah,
I think genuinely, I think it becomes like a thing in the guy's own mindset.
yeah. Has there ever been times where I don't finish? Like, yeah,
There's plenty of times for me where
Yeah, I think it's normal, especially if it's hot. For some reason, if I'm sweating, it's like it's not happening.
Well, yeah, I think there's a lot of variables. I don't think it's a girl like almost all the time. I think it really
Yeah.
just comes down to a lot of guys try to overperform
Indeed.
when they're a little maybe not think they're not in their wheelhouse.
They're just like, don't come, don't come, don't come,
yeah,
don't come.
and then it gets past a certain point where it's just not gonna happen. It's happened to me
you've
plenty of
eliminated
times.
the possibility.
Where it's just like I've foregone past the moment of me doing this thing, and it's just not gonna happen
There's
anymore.
nothing you can
So,
do.
yeah.
Nothing you can
And
do.
I'm kind of just over it.
Yeah.
Like,
It's just over.
It's just not gonna
Yeah,
happen.
nothing you can
Yeah.
do, bro.
Yeah, you're just a machine at that point.
Sometimes it just doesn't work out.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
kind of horrible. But
I don't think it's a problem of the woman. I would say for the most part, if a guy is having sex, he's really liking it.
yeah,
It's like,
in
dude,
general.
It's like this is going really well. Like it's hard, I think, on the woman's end to fuck it up. Like sex is really cool, like every time.
Yeah, I
basically.
think so. Unless you're just unattracted to her in general, but you wouldn't
Yeah,
really
then
be
why
able to
would
make
you
something
be
happen
having
with that
sex with that person? Right?
Yeah,
You
I
know?
don't think he would even take it that far.
Especially
as a
with
man
8
if he wouldn't want
times.
to.
Like if you've
Yeah.
had sex 8 times, he's having a good time.
Yeah, and if he's wanting to do it more and
7 to
more, I
8.
don't think there's an issue. I think it's just more of a thing that's going on in his own head that has nothing to do with you.
Yeah, I would let that rock.
Yeah,
I wouldn't worry about
Yeah,
that too much.
just try harder. Actually,
I don't know if Tyler's ever came.
You know, that's a fair point.
He's
I
a
mean,
retentioner.
If we
Yeah.
go back into the archives, I mean, there's a time before I started looks maxing, and I would say
He's
going
back on
back
looks
to?
maxing again.
I would say back before I became like a gym cell looks maxer. You know, I'm not perfect. I've sinned.
All right. Well, I think that's enough.
Well, I got one more. You want to do this last one?
let's hit it.
Last one.
While we have the time.
Okay.
Let's end on a high here, Devon.
Not have me have to talk about nutting again.
This one again is from a woman. I don't know. It's pretty similar. How to properly treat a man. I noticed that there was more than one person who mentioned that women don't know how to properly treat a man. I have my own ideas about these things, but I wondered how exactly are men looking to be treated by women.
It's so simple.
Okay, go for it.
It's so simple.
What is it?
Talk to us occasionally.
That's important. I like being spoken to.
You don't have to talk to us all the time.
Yeah, at
Just-
least sometimes.
Sometimes,
Yeah.
at least like once a day.
Yeah.
You know, don't overthink it.
Mm-hmm.
More often than not, if he's not answering you,
Yeah.
he's just
He
busy.
might be busy.
Or
Might
just
be.
distracted
Yeah.
by like a squirrel or something.
I would say for me, the most important thing to do to treat a man properly is to be honest. If something a guy's doing is bothering you, you should say that. And if something a guy's doing that you're liking that, you should say that as well. And for the most part, a guy will really enjoy that feedback and be able to be a better partner for you.
That might help the previous
Possibly,
question. That
yes.
might help the previous
I think you
question,
should
too.
be honest 9 times out of 10. Also, I can't speak for maybe every guy, but physical touch, I think for most guys is really important. You should like give him a hug, maybe hold his hand. That stuff is good and important.
Yeah, physical touches I think is important for most people.
Yeah.
I think in general honesty is a great one.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, really, as straightforward as that. I mean, I as me as a guy, I don't really ask for much.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know,
Very
yeah.
simple.
I don't
Very
know.
simple.
I don't really need a lot.
Tell me
I'm
what
already
you want.
self-sustaining. I just
Yeah.
need somebody to be there for me when I
Little
need them to be.
companionship is nice.
Yeah.
And honesty. I mean, there's a lot of lies going on around
That's
out
it.
there.
I got bad news.
Honesty's so huge.
If you
like a
want me
huge
to
one.
read your mind,
Yeah.
it's not gonna happen.
No, it's tough. You
I-
just gotta
I
voice
can't
your
do
thoughts.
it. I can't do
That's
it.
Voice your thoughts.
Well, if you want something, yo, just say it.
It makes it so much easier.
And
God,
yo,
it's
and
so
it'll
hard to
happen.
drag
It's so
communication
crazy.
out of people.
It's
It
so
is.
crazy. If you just say what you want, as long as you're with a decent person, yo, that's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, communication is the best way to treat
Yeah.
it. Man. Communicate right, and things are gonna go pretty
Because if
smooth.
you
I
want me
think.
just to guess at what you want, it's not gonna happen.
Oh yeah, I'm
So
a
it won't happen.
heavy communicator.
Yeah, that's huge.
Oh
That's
god,
important.
and no one wants it. No one wants the communication I get.
But it makes it so much better. If communication goes right, you can have a happy relationship for basically forever. You just keep
Yeah.
bringing up problems and solving them together.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
I want everything to be solved as much as I possibly can.
Exactly. I
and
think
I'm
most
pretty
people
good at
would.
solving them in my end of the book.
Right? Like, why wouldn't you want problems solved? Why would you want problems to
Yeah.
boil over?
Sometimes it's fun.
Oh, okay.
I don't
Not for me.
like that.
I don't like that
I
either.
think it's fun. Some people do find it fun, unfortunately.
Some people do. Indeed.
People live in drama. I don't want
Yeah.
any.
Like
Yeah.
our sister
No, thank you.
expects people to read her mind.
Is that true, Lexi?
I don't think so.
You just want us.
Oh,
you,
she's
but
a
no,
woman. She has an elf.
like you expect expect your boyfriend to know what you want.
No, I think.
No, I think
certain
I
times.
think
I think
communicate
Lexi's a good
very
communicator.
well.
I've communicated with Lexi before. I think she's pretty good at it. I'll vouch for Lexi. here.
Lexi is good at communicating.
I think so.
Good communicator.
I think so. I think
But I
Lexi's a
need
good
my mind
communicator.
read.
I know you do.
Yeah,
I know you
gotta
do.
read mine.
I've
dog.
noticed that about you.
I
Sometimes,
speak my mind constantly.
sometimes you're like, I'm a little frustrated, but I'm not going to say anything.
They should know.
Oh, the world should
a little
know.
contradictory, I think.
Yeah, yeah.
All right.
It's
well,
a double standard, but
there's a lot of double
that
standards
comes,
out there.
that comes with me.
Thank you, women.
Yeah, thank you, women, and thank you, men, for listening. That will conclude today's episode of the Barely Afloat podcast. I appreciate you guys for listening. Please submit some questions. You could text
Send
them to us
them.
personally, send them to our email address, DM them to our Instagram account.
Text me.
Yeah, send a message. However you want to get it to us, please do that.
Barely Afloat Pod.
Barelyafloatpod@gmail.com.
Barely Afloat.
Please
dash
find a way
pod.
to like or follow or subscribe or do anything to support us in any way.
See me
Lexi,
on the
send us
street, give
outta
me a
here.
hug.
Yeah, give me a hug, Lexi. Feel free to
Whenever
roll us
you get
out
a
here.
chance there, bud. Thank you.
Thank you. Love you guys. Thank you for listening.
Thank you.
Look forward to talking to you next week.
Thank you.
Thank you.